Hello everybody and welcome back to Mass Effect Legendary Edition, playing through Mass Effect 1. One second, I need to move some freaking cables around on my desk because everything is all crisscross with the location of my desktop. So I believe the plan was to go ahead and land on Ferris. I don't recall, did we already go ahead and check out the planets here or no? I don't think we did. No, we didn't. Prothean data disk. Purpose of the object is still uncertain. I believe you get a shit ton of experience when you complete one of these collectible type missions, but I think that's it. Maybe some money as well, I'm not certain on that, but yeah, I don't think you get anything like super worthwhile. Okay, let's head on down to the planet. Well, we've already gone down to the planet. More accurately, let's actually head off and start exploring. Usual squad of Liara and Garrus.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Well, hello there.
We saw your ship. Fidan wants to speak with you immediately.
Who? Who's Fidan?
He's our leader. He needs your help to prepare for the Geth. They're making another push. Please, up the stairs past the freighter.
Engaging target.
Okay, there's still one more. Two more, actually. We're still being jammed. There we go. Okay, being jammed again, so there's more people. Oh yeah. On the off chance you haven't met the stalkers yet, they have to introduce them to you on every single one of these missions. Do you like shit on me?
All clear.
Because I got hit by like acid.
Head to the tunnels. Make sure they're secure.
But what if I find Geth there?
Are you saying you won't go?
No, I'll go. I'll go.
Those Geth are bloody dangerous.
Yes,
Glad
they
to
are.
see some soldiers. Our numbers are getting thin.
Get ready.
If we die of thirst, the Geth will surely kill us all. How is a woman supposed to think with guns going off all around?
Okay, can't open that door.
I fear the Geth will kill us all.
Okay.
This work must be completed. The Geth can't be allowed into the heart of the colony. This work must be completed.
Okay, I'm not allowed to activate that.
They just keep on coming.
Stop the Geth.
Well, that's the plan. I'm just, talking to everybody. Hopefully you guys aren't like those, biotic dudes who decided to turn hostile because how dare I talk to too many people.
The Geth are mounting another attack.
I'm sure they are. I'd be shocked if they weren't. Cargo logs. While decrypting these logs, you found something suspicious. Several months' worth of human rations were delivered to an uncharted world in the Voyager cluster. The logs aren't clear, but it appears they maybe have been dropped off somewhere in the Amazon system. Oh, interesting. Maybe we'll check that out. Probably not.
There, dear. You'll get through this. Just relax.
My
I don't think she
headaches
will.
Are getting better. I just have to stop thinking about the past. Hello, Off-Worlder. I'm glad that we aren't totally forgotten by the rest of the galaxy.
Dear, please try to rest. You're not ready to speak.
But they should know... I mean, they are very important. Yes. That's better.
What's wrong?
Is there anything I can do for you?
I'm fine. I just need to try to think clearly. It's just a lingering pain from the last attack. I'll be fine.
I can't see any significant damage, but something is clearly causing her pain.
Please, just let her rest. She just needs rest.
No, I don't think rest is gonna cut it. Codec entry. Of course, I don't know which one this is. This is why you remember to always mark all your entries as having been read, even if you haven't.
Oh, Commander. I'm glad they finally sent somebody to help us.
You're a bit late, aren't you?
Arcelia. Sorry, Commander. Everyone's on edge since...
Watch out! We've got Geth in the tower!
Protect the heart of the colony!
There's a couple more out there, but we'll leave them be for now. Talk to these guys.
We've got Geth in the tower!
Protect the heart of the colony!
Okay, now if they're gonna make me clear out the entire thing before I can talk to them. Okay, now that I've cleared out the entire thing, now we can talk to them.
Protect the heart!
We've got Geth in the tower!
Okay, or not. Apparently I still haven't cleared it out well enough for them. Ouch. Oh shit.
Regroup!
You know, I'd love it if my team would push up with me.
Huddle up!
Oh, okay. Sure. I'll just do it myself. I thought this was a single-player game, not a multiplayer.
Now we can update Fidan and get a vehicle safely out of the Normandy.
Yes.
The guest base is our next objective.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Liara, for informing me about something that if you had actually pushed up with me, it would make sense for you to contribute. But in this case, you didn't contribute anything. Also, we leveled up. Let's go ahead and... Oh, 1 point only. Damn. people live.
The tower's secure. Thanks to you, Commander.
It's my job.
I just did what I had to.
Well, I'm glad you're on our side then.
They may have been slowed, but they'll be back. They always come back.
Why?
What do they want?
If you want answers, go ask them yourselves.
We don't know what they're after. They came, they attacked us, that's all we know. Their main base is at the ExoGeni headquarters. A good place to start looking if you want answers.
ExoGeni?
What's ExoGeni?
It's the company most of us work for before the attacks. They fund this colony. The Skyway leads directly to ExoGeni headquarters. You can't miss it.
Of course, there's an army of Geth between here and there.
Good.
Every Geth I kill brings me one step closer to Saren.
Then maybe I can get this colony operational again.
Tell me what you know about the base.
What can you tell me about the defenses the Geth have set up?
I don't have any details, but I'll wager it's a lot more fortified than the command post.
They landed at least one Geth ship at ExoGeni, and I've seen large walking tanks on the Skyway. Expect a hard fight.
What do you need done to get this place back on its feet?
We need those Geth destroyed.
Arcelia's right. There are still Geth in the tunnels. We also have more mundane problems like food, water, and power. I'm not sure where we stand on those matters. You should talk to the people overseeing them.
Okay, well, tell me what you know about the water shortage.
Is there anything I can do to solve your water shortage?
Maka Doyle has been assigned to that particular issue. If you have any insight to offer, please speak with her.
Okay, food shortage.
You mentioned something about a food shortage.
Davin Reynolds is tasked with securing food for the immediate future. If you can assist, please speak with him.
Okay, power.
What's wrong with the colony's power supply?
May O'Connell is working on our power problems. She'd know more about it than I do.
And the Geth in the tunnels.
Do you have information about Geth in the lower tunnels?
Nothing new. They're in the tunnel somewhere, likely guarding a transmitter to coordinate attacks. It's not a critical threat right now, but getting rid of that transmitter will help us defend against further attacks.
Okay, another topic.
Let's talk about Zeus, Hope, and Pharos in general.
Of course, Commander.
Tell me what you know about the colony.
Tell me about your colony.
Life is hard and often brutal, even without our current problems. Colonial affairs back on Earth told us we'd be beneath the notice of any raiders. I guess they weren't counting on the Geth. But, despite everything, there's something tranquil about this place, unlike anything I've experienced before.
How many people lived here?
How big was the original Pharos colony?
We were nearly 1,000 at the main site, 200 more at my outpost. When the first wave obliterated our defenses, we fell back to Zeus Hope.
I could evacuate you.
The Normandy isn't huge, but we could airlift you out.
The Geth fighters are too dangerous, and I won't be driven off this world. It is our home. There's a chance for growth here that's simply not available on other worlds.
Okay, tell me more about ExoGeni.
What else can you tell me about ExoGeni?
ExoGeni funded this colony. Without them, we wouldn't be stuck here.
They specialize in colonization. In return for bankrolling the colony, we work for them. Their main goal is the retrieval of valuable artifacts or resources.
Except there isn't anything here. Or if there is, we didn't find it.
Well, clearly there's something, otherwise the Geth wouldn't have attacked here. Presumably.
I wonder if that's what the Geth are looking for.
Perhaps. As she said, we never found anything of value.
Of course, the Geth could know something we don't.
I'll talk to you when I learn more.
Good luck, Commander.
Okay, well, let's head back in here, because some of these people might have information.
You'll have to forgive my wife. Calantha's not in her right mind. She just needs to relax and accept what's happened.
What do you do for the colony?
I'm a medic. Or I am since the doctor died. I've tried my best since she was killed.
Do you know anything about this planet?
Just what I was told by Colonial Affairs. It's a little different from what they claimed. It's not all bad, though. When the Geth are gone, we'll have a chance to create something even more spectacular than before.
What happened to your wife?
The constant attacks have strained us all. She'll adapt. We all have.
Is there anything I can do for her?
No, she just needs time. Time to absorb everything. We'll be fine.
Don't think that's accurate.
Tell me about the colony.
I can't tell you much about that. You'd best ask Fidan if you really must know.
why?
Why can't you tell me? I just want to know about the colony.
Fidan is our leader. Who better to answer questions about the colony?
I have to go.
I mean, you could always tell me.
Please do what you can to stop the attacks.
You could always tell me if you thought he was doing a good job.
You're the one who repelled that last wave. They'll be back. And if the Geth don't kill us, we'll die of hunger soon enough.
Are you doing anything to remedy the situation?
I need to boost rations with Varen meat, but it's too dangerous. The Alpha Varen, he's huge and he's mad. Rabid, maybe. Totally uncontrollable. I can't do anything until he's dead.
I could fly supplies in.
I have a ship. I could bring in supplies from off-world.
I'd rather you concentrated on the Geth. Food won't help us if they breach our defenses.
Tell me about Zoo's Hope.
The colony is growing. Or it was. But you should speak with Fidan. He is our leader.
I would like for you to tell me what you know.
Why should I speak to Fidan?
I don't want to talk about that right now. Speak with Fidan.
Tell me about yourself.
What's to tell? I came here with my wife Greta, looking for adventure, a new life together. This isn't exactly what we signed up for. Of course, it would be much better without the Geth. We were really starting to enjoy the colony before they came.
Tell me about hunting Varen.
Hunting them is impossible while fending off the Geth. On the positive side, they'll attack anything, even those damn synthetics. The big Alpha Varen is the real problem. He's mad, erratic, completely unpredictable.
I have to go.
So long, Commander.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, well, this would be his wife, Greta.
I'm not the best shot, but I'll do what I can.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but I can't stop to talk. I have to deal with the water shortage.
Is there anything I can do?
The utilities building was one of the first to fall under Geth control. Find the mains and turn them back on. Until then, this colony is dry.
I could fly water in.
I have a ship fueled and ready to go. I could bring water in.
Unless you plan to make a trip every few days, that wouldn't really solve our problem. We need to be self-sufficient.
Tell me about yourself.
I'd rather not. This is not the time or the place. Please, help us or don't. Otherwise, leave me to my work.
What do you know about this planet?
I am not the one to ask about that. Ask Fidan or one of the others.
Well, you're
I
not
have to go.
particularly chatty.
I wish you luck.
Nice work with those Geth. Glad you showed up. I still need the power cells for this generator, though.
I might be able to spare a few power cells.
Would it help if I brought in some power cells from the Normandy? We can certainly spare a few.
Your top-of-the-line ship doesn't use the same parts as the old generator we've got. The cells just aren't compatible.
Okay, I'll see what I can do then.
If I find anything while I'm looking around, I'll send it your way.
Thank you, Commander. I appreciate it.
Commander, I was told to make my supplies available to you if you wish.
What can you tell me about Zoo's Hope?
A fascinating place by all accounts. Though the Geth have made it treacherous. You might like it here too if you gave it a chance, Commander. I never thought I'd stay in one place for long, but here? I will stay here.
Why?
This place is barely holding together. Why stay here?
I can't give you an answer to that, Commander. At least not one that you would comprehend. Why not try asking Fidan? Maybe he can tell you what I can't.
I don't think you can tell me why you would prefer to stay here.
How do you keep things in stock in conditions like this?
My list of consumers has shrunk significantly since the attacks, and few of those have time for shopping.
What's a Solarian doing on a human colony?
This Solarian goes where the credits are. Or I did. A well-stocked freighter can be a profitable investment on a new colony. But once I was here, I decided to stay on. The colony life grows on you after a while.
What's your name, Solarian?
My full name is Goratu Heranon Maldinest God Inost Ledra. Humans usually employ surname and given name only. Inost and Ledra in my case.
Why's your name so long?
We are named for our origins. Goratu is my homeworld, Heranon my clan's country, Maldinest and Got are the city and district where I live.
Damn. What do you have for sale?
Let me see what you have.
Of course. I may be able to provide a few interesting items.
Not that I think you'll have anything particularly interesting. You have an armory license that I probably won't actually use, like, at all. Because I just don't think anybody here has anything really worth taking.
This work must... You're the commander of the ship that just landed.
Are you the captain of this freighter?
Not originally. The captain died in one of the Geth raids. I'm the last crew member. We shouldn't even be here. The Solarian merchant promised us a fortune. I wish... I suppose it could be worse.
Can you fly it?
What's wrong with the ship? Isn't she space-worthy?
There's too much damage. Maybe if the Geth stopped attacking, I could fix her. Then again, if there were no Geth, I might just stay on a while.
What do you do here?
I'm just watching over the ship, making sure she doesn't get any worse. If nothing else, she's good for hiding in when those Geth come over the walls.
It looks like you're monitoring something.
No, well, just ship diagnostics. It's nothing. I should get back to it, but Fidan, what's the report on... I should go.
What's the matter?
Maybe I can help you. What are you trying to diagnose?
No, thanks, really. This work must be I can't be distracted. Please go.
Interesting. Also, I don't... This is not a freighter. Like, when you say freighter, what are you talking about? Because I'm pretty sure this is not a freighter here. Now this is a ground vehicle. It's not for space. So what freighter are you talking about? Because I don't see one.
At least we've got a...
Hunger will weaken us in the long run.
Okay, well, I think that's everybody to talk to. Let's see if Solarian dude over here has anything to add after
Is there
talking
something
to
I
her.
can do for you? I'm told
Goodbye.
to make...
Oh, whoops, damn it.
Yes, good luck. Is there something I can do for you? I'm told to make all my goods available. Yes, good luck.
Okay. He has nothing to say, evidently.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Some of the colonists are acting strange.
We're a close-knit group, Commander. Most of us have lost loved ones, friends.
These aren't trained soldiers. Nobody taught us how to deal with the horrors of war.
This is our home. We've watched the Geth slowly destroy everything that is important to us. Don't judge us too harshly.
I'll talk to you when I learn more.
Good luck, Commander.
I'm grateful for what you've done, but your heroics don't impress me, Commander.
Tell me more about yourself, Arcelia.
I'm a rent-a-cop. I was hired to keep kids from writing graffiti on the walls at Exogeny. Then all this happened. I wasn't trained for this. I didn't ask for it. I just wanted to end.
What can you tell me about the Geth? Do you have any idea what they might be after?
I can't tell you anything about that. I suggest you go to Exogeny if you want answers to those questions.
I get the feeling you don't like me.
How would you feel if you were hung out to dry by every government organization that ever promised to keep you safe? They should have sent a small fleet. Instead, we get one ship. And you're only interested in the Geth.
Technically speaking, we were not sent here by any of the individuals in which they think should be sending a small fleet to come here to assist.
Tell me about Zoo's Hope.
I can't tell you much about it. You should speak to Fidan if you want to know more.
Yeah, these people are very suspicious.
What can you tell me about Exogeny?
Very little. I work there as a security officer. I know they were looking for artifacts and anything of value. That's what they do. They fund the colony. In return, we help them uncover buried treasure. It's definitely not as exciting as they make it sound.
Of course not.
Goodbye.
Commander?
Okay, well. Got nothing else to add, I guess. Oh, we got New biotic amp here. That is, I think, might be better. Presumably Garrus is the one using mostly tech-based stuff, so we're not gonna have Liara use that. That's the elevator. Just want to see if there's anything else around here.
Oh god! They're everywhere!
Oh, did she die? Oh yeah, she died.
Perimeter clear.
Okay, we got a couple more enemies here.
Negative contact.
Okay, I found the
This valve looks like part of a large system. There are likely others we need to activate as well.
Yes, thank you, Liara. Found the water valves.
There's another one. Doesn't look like it's been activated yet, though. We should keep looking.
Oh shit, guess we're going this way. Found the meat. Go, Liara. And Garrus. Get their attention. So, the Varen falls dead, riddled with slugs. This must be the alpha male, the pack leader of these feral scavengers.
Regroup!
Area secured.
Sludge canister, sure. This old disabled vehicle was more willing to part with its still functioning power cell than one would expect. Really? Okay. I'll take your word for it, I guess. Okay, don't know why this gets a waypoint marker on the map, but for some reason it does. I'm going to assume that the other water valve is going to be down here. Okay, there's still
Turning this
another one.
last valve appears to have activated the system, Commander.
Perimeter secure.
Oh, there's some random dude here. You okay, buddy?
You don't want to go down there.
Who are you?
What are you doing down here?
Nothing I should be, and anything I shouldn't. No! That was a good one. Very intense.
You okay there?
What's the matter with you?
Just invoking the Master's whip helps remind me I'm still alive. You're here for the Geth, aren't you? You're not the only one interested in those things.
What do you mean?
Who else is looking for the Geth?
Not looking for. Looking to get rid of. They're a thorn in the side of the... Ah! Ah! Trying to get to the... Dying!
Just leave him. He is completely mad.
Can we help?
Is there anything I can do to help you? Do you even want help?
Help me? No. No one can help me now. I'd rather die fighting!
Fighting what?
Not that kind of fight. It's like running through a thorn bush. The more you struggle... Time's up. Company's coming. Ask Fidan. Ask him about the... Ah!
Okay.
Look out!
I won't do it.
Okay. Found a guy who's a little Cocoa Puffs.
I won't do it.
I can't go that way. Can't go that way. So he said something about, you know, you don't want to go down there, but I'm not seeing any down there right here. So yeah, okay, and that's closed. So let's backtrack to the one bridge that does actually lead somewhere. I think is this one back here. It's this one, right? Yeah, this one.
Now it gets fun.
No, just keep our... Just keep our guns out. No reason to put them away. I'd really like if you guys didn't charge me. Thought I killed you, but apparently I didn't.
Perimeter clear.
Okay, knocked out the Geth transmitter that was being defended by Krogans.
So much suffering, so much death, yet still they stay and fight.
Let's not forget that bit. I guess let's head back up. Actually... Collapsed highway? Maybe. Or was that this? Oh, that was this. Okay, never mind then. Yeah, let's head back up. Enemies respawn. Yeah. That's something to deal with.
That's the last of them.
But is it really? Are the other ones that we had to fight coming down going to have respawned? No? Okay, that's fine with me. That is perfectly fine with me. This way, right? Yes. And they got teleported as the music changed. And go back down. How y'all doing?
Commander, what can I do for you?
Well, I stopped the Geth.
I destroyed a Geth transmitter in the tunnels. It won't be a problem any longer.
Thank you, Commander. We're in your debt. You've taken a great weight off my shoulders. I just wish I had such good news for every problem.
I'll talk to you when I learn more.
Good luck, Commander.
We'll talk to him about the strange behavior thing later. After.
It hurts so much.
Commander, is there something I can help you with?
I have to go.
Please do what you can to stop the attacks.
After we go ahead and turn in these other quests.
Hello again, Commander.
I killed the big Varen. The rest are yours.
Excellent. I'll organize a hunt when the immediate threat of the Geth is gone.
Fork over the reward so I can get back to more important things?
Of course. I don't want to delay you any more than I already have.
Thank you. Earns us another level up of just 1 point. Sniper rifle, I guess.
Nice work with those Geth. Glad you showed up. I still need the power cells for this generator, though.
Well, I found some that maybe work.
I found these power cells in the tunnels. Are they what you're looking for?
I knew they'd turn up eventually. Here, Fidan gave me some requisition money. It's all yours. Now if I can kick these power cells into place, I'll have this colony up and running in no time.
Oh, wonderful to hear.
The water started running not long ago. Thanks to you, I assume. Now we just need to deal with the Geth and we can get back to growing this colony. Here, a few credits for your trouble. Thank you again, Commander.
I'll try to keep an eye on things. I don't know how long we can hold out while their command post is intact.
Okay. Anybody else?
This work must... I can't talk right now.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
busy.
Let's head back to Fidan and ask him again about the strange behavior. Maybe this time he will be a little bit more open to talking to us.
I'm grateful for what you've done, but your heroics don't impress me, Commander.
Goodbye.
Commander?
Commander, what can I do for you?
Well, I found a random dude in the tunnels.
There's a guy living down in the tunnels. Is he one of yours?
That would be Ian. He's very sick.
Yeah, no kidding.
He seems to be more than just sick.
He hasn't been the same since the attack. We tried to help him, but he wouldn't listen to us. I can't help my people if they won't listen, Commander.
Oh, why don't you just medicate him?
Don't you have medical supplies? Something to help him?
I wish it was that simple. Ian was a good man I'd like to have with us. Please, Commander. I'd prefer not to talk about it anymore.
Some of the colonists are acting strange.
We've been over this, Commander. The colonists are my concern. The Geth are yours.
There's a guy living
that
down
would be Ian. He's very...
He seems to be...
I can't help my people. Please, Commander.
I'll talk to you when I learn more.
Okay. Well, let's, I guess, head down into the Mako. Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
Watch out! I don't know how much more I can take.
How you doing, buddy? You okay? You guys don't want to talk? Okay, that's fine too, I guess.
And now to the Geth base. Not something an intelligent being would typically say.
The last batch went south. What are they looking for?
We are receiving a weak comm signal. I cannot pinpoint its location through the Geth interference.
More on the comm. I still can't get a fix on.
Any sign of movement? Lisbeth could still be in there. It's only been a few days.
Okay, I can...
My daughter. I'll wait as long as I have to.
Is that all of them? Because I'm seeing a lot of dots still. Way too many dots for that to have been all of them. So there's some other dudes, I guess, below us.
We've got movement. Some kind of vehicle. Not one of the Geth.
They've got us on visual. We must be close.
Forget them. We need to deal with the Geth.
No, Garrus, these people could be useful. I know that comes as a surprise to you.
That's close enough!
Relax, Jong. They're obviously not Geth.
Get back, Juliana. Who are you? What do you want?
Lion's military.
Commander Shepard. I'm here to remove your Geth problem.
You see? You worry too much.
And you trust too easily, Juliana.
I'm just glad to see a friendly face. I thought we were the only humans left on this planet.
There are others.
Fidan and some of the members of Zoo's Hope are still alive.
I thought you said they were all dead.
I said they were probably all dead.
They're surviving, but the Geth really hit them hard.
We know what that's like. Those damn synthetics are relentless.
I understand.
I'll do whatever I can to keep them away from you. But I need some information.
What kind of information?
Ignore him. The Geth are up in the Exogeny headquarters, just a bit further along the Skyway.
Those headquarters are private property, soldier. Remove the Geth and nothing else.
Shut up.
I'm not interested in your company's secrets.
Commander, before you go, my daughter, Lisbeth, she's missing.
They shouldn't waste time poking around. We can do a proper accounting of our casualties after the Geth are gone.
That's my daughter you're talking about. She's still alive. I know it.
Ethan's a bit of a dick.
Where is your daughter, Juliana?
She was working in the Exogeny building when the attacks came.
Oh, yeah, there were several places she could hide. For a short time.
Well, given the opportunity, I'll try to find her.
If she's in there, I'll get her out.
Thank you, Commander. Thank you.
Now, tell me what you can about all these various things.
How did you get split up from the Zoo's Hope colony?
Most of us live closer to the Exogeny building. Zoo's Hope was mostly used as a port. When the Geth hit, we scattered. Until you told us about the others, we assumed they were killed in the first wave. If we had known they were still alive, we might have attempted to join them.
You still could.
They're fairly secure now. Maybe you should do that.
No. I don't think that's a good idea. We have no vehicles, and the Skyway offers little protection.
Like the building we're in now?
Listen, our best hope is to sit tight and wait for company reinforcements. They'll come eventually.
Wouldn't count on it.
Do you know what the Geth are after?
I have no idea. We certainly haven't found anything of use. Something Exogeny is keen to remind us of.
We need to recoup our expenses. It's nothing personal.
Tell me about the colony.
We established ourselves here 4 years ago. Growth was steady until the attacks. Our biggest challenge has been the lack of resources. There's just so little here of value. Still, we were making a go of it. It was even starting to feel like home.
What brought you here?
I guess I thought this would be the start of a new life. I wanted to go where I could feel like I was making a difference. Instead, everything we built is destroyed. It's very hard not to lose hope.
Where is your daughter, Juliana?
Somewhere at the Exogeny headquarters, I hope.
What was the building used for?
Oh, yeah, we repurposed that structure to serve as headquarters for Exogeny. That's mostly offices with a number of light-duty R&D labs.
Exogeny is a master at repurposing anything and everything.
The company has to make a profit somehow, Juliana. Feros is a long way from self-sufficient.
Oh, stay put till I'm back.
Stay bunkered down until I find out what the Geth are after.
Of course. And please remember, if you see my daughter...
Yeah.
I was hoping you'd have a moment to speak with me. I've got a bit of a problem.
Of course.
What do you need?
I need to retrieve some data. It's not a big job, but it pays well.
Go on.
I'm listening.
Good. Poking around in the ruins has become a bit too dangerous for me.
People are quick to assume we enjoy being in hazardous situations.
It's not that bad, really. All you need to do is find my console at Exogeny headquarters and drop the data onto this OSD. It's that simple.
I might be able to help.
I'll look around if I get the chance.
I appreciate it. That data could be worth a lot of money. Of course, this all depends on getting out of here alive.
Well, why are you here?
Why work in the middle of nowhere if your skills are so useful?
Maybe I've got a bit of the frontier spirit in me. That, and the alternative is a bit too secure for my liking. Freelancers don't have to worry about security as much, so long as we keep a low profile.
Tell me about the data I'm getting for you.
Plans for a few prototype mods? I'm a freelancer. Some of my mods are highly sought after.
Time to get moving.
Just keep in mind what I said.
How are we supposed to fight an enemy like this?
They wiped out our defenses in minutes.
It just can't get worse than this.
If I survive this, I'm going back to Earth. Why build a colony if you don't intend to defend it?
We've been trapped for days.
Well, presumably they also weren't exactly planning on it being
I hope
attacked.
you can get us out of this mess.
That is one thing to take into account.
We ran when the attack hit.
I mean, I'm not counting on them.
Please, keep your fire to a minimum when you go to the Exogeny building. We want to minimize damage. Oh, and I must inform you that the company will not be responsible for any injuries you sustain while in our facility.
What's your problem?
You're not much of a people person, are you?
I like people. I just like them more when they're helping Exogeny profit. Someone needs to worry about the bottom line. I'm the only one left.
Tell me about Exogeny.
Please. Exogeny Corp is the premier engine of colonization in the new multi-system economy. And in conjunction with our core interests, exploration provides a broad investment base for shareholders.
Oh, well, why don't you tell me what your core interests are?
What are the company's core interests?
Exogeny has a number of subsidiary companies in many different fields. The most profitable adapt alien technologies. There are many other industrial branches, but they aren't really relevant to Feros.
Tell me about yourself, Jean.
Me? Yeah, I was sent here to do some routine estimations of the potential return on investment. The attack was certainly a surprise to me. I've been trapped here ever since. Can't wait for the Home Office to get me off this rock.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Do you have any idea why the Geth attacked you?
None. We're scrambling to find anything of value. There's nothing here to warrant an invasion. There's barely enough here to warrant a colony.
I'm going.
Please be careful if you go to headquarters. We don't want any unnecessary damage to the facility.
These people had their shot. That's more than some get.
In a few weeks, none of the colonists will remember this planet even exists.
The frontier is a lot more dangerous than most people realize.
Yeah. Clearly these guys have not quite kept up to date on sci-fi. And the Mass Effect universe presumably would have also included a lot of the same stuff that we've had over the years when it comes to sci-fi franchises and the like. And thus, presumably, they would know that the corporation doesn't give a shit about you.
You owe us for this. The Skyway's crawling with Geth.
Package is secured. We're leaving now.
Yes, one thing I don't think I checked when we were on the other Skyway previously is that, yeah, there are these little side alcoves, and there can be stuff here. In this case, nothing really worthwhile, but it can happen.
Wait! Shut down the comm! We've got incoming Geth! Damn it! Shut down the comm!
Here we got a couple of dudes hiding. Go. Any loot here? No? Really? None? At all? Really? Okay. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not leaving empty-handed. There's a crate over here. I don't know if these were the dudes who were talking on the radio. Apparently on an open channel or something. Okay, let's get back in the Mako. Where is it? There it is. Okay, and apparently no more of those alcoves. Also, so this is apparently a Prothean Skyway, as they label it. So I would expect that there would be potentially some Prothean tech here. Of course, that's probably why Exogeny wanted the planet. They thought, much like me,
Moved in rather quickly.
They must want something from the Exogeny systems. Why else would they bother with all this?
go ahead and take care of as many of these guys as we can before leaving the Mako, because it just makes killing them so much easier. I don't think the Mako fits through here. Oh, okay. But it might be possible to glitch the Mako through. If you really want to. Any just random hidden loot back here? I'm gonna guess no, but might as well check. And yeah, unsurprisingly the answer was no. Somebody's jamming us. Go ahead and do a save.
Our weapons cannot touch a field like this. We'll need another way in.
Okay. And Garrus got himself stuck on something somewhere. Or... God damn it, Garrus. Yeah, Garrus gotta move. Nope, just gonna step back. Exploit the fact that it does not move. Well, there was a fusion container back there that I could have shot, and that might. Oh, Jesus Christ! It's still alive. I thought we had killed it. Apparently not. Now it's dead. Okay. Apparently this is a dead end. Really does then beg the question, where the hell am I supposed to go? Is it over here and I just completely missed it? I think it is. I know, because I can't go up there. Can't go through there.
A one-way
down
trip
here.
down, Commander Shepard.
Damn it! I'm so sorry. I thought you were Geth, or one of those Varen.
It's okay.
You're safe now. But why were you here in the first place?
It's my own fault. Everyone else was running, and I stayed to back up data. Next thing I knew, the Geth ship latched on, and the power went out. I was trapped. I tried to get out, but the way was blocked.
Don't worry.
We'll get you out, as soon as we find out what the Geth are after.
It's not the Geth, it's the energy field they put up. They don't want anyone else getting access to the...
You can tell me.
I'm here for the Geth. It's very important I find out what they're after.
I don't know for certain, but I'm guessing they're here for the Thorian.
Thorian? I have never heard of such a thing.
It's an indigenous life form. Exogeny was studying it.
Interesting.
What else can you tell me? Do you know where I can find this Thorian?
I might be able to, but not with those Geth crawling around everywhere. Look, we need to get out of here, past that field.
Fair enough.
Do you know how we can shut it down?
No, not exactly. But I think the Geth ship is powering it. I've noticed the Geth laying power cables everywhere. You could follow those cables, but there's Geth all over the place.
Okay, tell me a little about yourself.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm just a research assistant for Exogeny. I came here with my mother. I don't even know if she made it out alive.
Considering that we never asked your name, it's a little bit weird to say, oh yeah, she did. How do we know? We have no way of knowing this is Elizabeth.
She's with some others from the colony. She's safe for now.
She's alive? Oh, thank God. I thought I was the only one left. Please, Commander, just get that field down so I can see my mother again.
I mean, they're not running around wearing name tags or anything, so it's just a little bit weird that none of the dialogue is a, who are you?
Tell me what you know about the Thorian.
I really don't know that much about it. I think it's some kind of plant being. I know it's very old. Thousands of years, even.
Intriguing, and maybe that's why the people of Zeus Hope, or whatever it's called, are a little bit, cuckoo.
Why do you think the Geth would be interested in the Thorian?
It's just a plant. I don't know why the Geth would care. ExoGenny was studying it, but I don't think they found anything special.
Just because ExoGenny doesn't find anything special doesn't mean the Geth and Saren don't find something special about it.
You stay put. I'll go open some doors.
Oh, here, take my ID. This should get you past any locked doors. Good luck with that field.
You may wanna get back in your little hidey spot.
Hey, as soon as you go, I'm gonna find a place to hide.
You stay put.
Good.
I'll go open some doors.
Good luck with that field.
Oh, you know, maybe you should probably go and hide now, not necessarily after I leave. Waiting probably isn't the best idea.
Stupid machine! Access encrypted files! No, I don't want to review protocol.
I am unable to comply. Please contact your supervisor.
Damn it! Tell me what I want or I'll blast your virtual ass into actual dust!
Please contact your supervisor for a level 4 security exemption, or make an appointment with...
Stupid machine!
If there is nothing else, please step aside. There is a queue forming behind you for the use of this console.
Nice and easy.
ExoGenny Corporation reminds all staff that the discharging of weapons while on company property is strictly forbidden. Welcome back, Research Assistant Elizabeth Bainham. What can I do for you?
Elizabeth?
How do you know I'm Lisbeth?
Your access card identifies you as Elizabeth Bainham. Is there something you require, Dr. Bainham?
Yes, what did the Krogan want?
What information was the last user attempting to access?
Fetching data. The previous user was attempting to access details on the study of subject species 37, the Thorian.
Okay, what can you tell me?
Tell me everything you told the Krogan.
I was unable to provide the previous user with any relevant data. Aside from lacking proper access, there has been no new data available on species 37. All sensors monitoring the observation post at Zoo's Hope have been inactive for several cycles.
What'd you say?
What does Zoo's Hope have to do with the Thorian?
Species 37 is located within the substructure of the Zoo's Hope outpost.
Well, that's probably what Saren wants.
Tell me everything you know about the Thorian.
The Thorian is a simple plant life form that exhibits a sentient behavior uncommon with other flora. Through dispersion and the eventual inhalation of spores, it can affect and control other organisms, including humans. The Zoo's Hope control group has yielded interesting results. Before sensors went offline, almost 85% of all test subjects were infected.
I'm sorry, you had a control group.
Are you saying ExoGenny knew its people were getting infected?
It was deemed necessary to assess the true potential of species 37.
That explains their strange behavior.
You should contact Joker.
It couldn't hurt, I guess.
Joker. Come in, Joker. Damn it, that field's blocking us.
We must find a way around the field. We must get back to Zoo's Hope.
Tell me about the field.
BI, what can you tell me about the Geth ship and the field it's generating?
I have limited data on the Geth. They have effectively blocked all sensors within the facility. I have detected unusual power fluctuations, but am unable to determine the source.
Okay, tell me about the Geth.
What do you know about the Geth?
I have no specifics on the Geth as they relate to this facility. All sensors have been purposely decommissioned since their arrival.
Okay, tell me about ExoGenny.
I want to know about ExoGenny Corporation.
ExoGenny Corporation is at the forefront of human expansion in the new galactic economy, funding colonial development and securing resource rights to ensure our progress as a species. Further inquiries regarding company policy may be directed to Consumer Information Services during regular business hours.
Who runs this facility?
Who's in charge here? Who organized the research?
All decisions about local resource analysis and acquisition are made by on-site management, deferring to the board of directors only when seasonal quotas are missed or exceeded. Individual employee records are confidential.
tell me about the Thorian.
Tell me about the Thorian.
Species 37 was discovered several weeks ago when a small team was infected with spores while examining ruins near the Zoo's Hope outpost. The outpost was quarantined immediately, and study of the infection began. Within 21 days, 58% of colonists exhibited altered behavior. Within 28 days, 85%.
How big is it?
What's the size of this thing?
The Thorian appears to be a diffused creature. Its cognitive abilities are centered in large nerve bundles, but it receives data from kilometers of meandering tendrils. We have discovered bundles approximately 1 meter in diameter, but these seem insufficient to coordinate the massive sensory potential it possesses. It may simply process such stimulation slowly, or perhaps there is a nerve cluster of a greater magnitude we have not yet encountered.
How smart is it?
Is it intelligent? Can I reason with it?
The Thorian does not exhibit the focused behavior of a predator. The release of spores is an act of survival, not aggression. It does trigger advanced behaviors in the humans it enslaves, but we have yet to discover whether it recognizes or is capable of recognizing humans as more than tools. It is sufficiently alien as to defy classification at this time.
Okay, how does it go about controlling people?
Do you know how the creature controls its slaves?
The will subversion manifests as intense pain if directives are ignored. The effect is severe enough that subjects are soon conditioned against even minor thoughts of rebellion. Observation suggests the Thorian views its thralls in a utilitarian way. Care is apparently taken to avoid injuring them, much as a craftsman avoids damaging his tools. As long as no action is taken against the creature's objectives, the subjects are free to pantomime a normal existence until specifically tasked with something.
Okay, where can I find it?
Where's the center of this thing?
The Thorian is present as a weave of tendrils across much of the lower surface of Pharos. Observation of enslaved subjects suggests there may be key clusters that are tended by thralls. Unfortunately, direct observation of species 37 is limited, or non-existent.
Okay, tell me about Elizabeth.
Please access my personal files.
Elizabeth Bainham, Research Assistant, Biomedical Division, Security Level 4 exemption. You are currently under probation due to disagreements with management over established company policy. These sanctions may be lifted if your next evaluation is more agreeable.
Why was I sanctioned?
What triggered the probation?
You were marked as combative about the operations of the Zoo's Hope project, specifically regarding the handling of the infected colonists. As a result, you were tasked with monitoring the safety of the colonists for the duration of the observation.
Okay, goodbye then.
That's enough for now.
Going to standby mode.
The Geth must have anchored their ship to the side of the building with these claws.
Indelicate perhaps, but very efficient. How do we cut the power if it's coming from the ship?
Could the ship be dislodged? Maybe there's a flaw in one of the other claws we could exploit.
This structure seems to have significance for the Geth. Is it possible they set up this room to serve as a sacred temple of sorts?
Why would a synthetic devote resources to something like this?
No. Shooty bang bang on those, I guess. Damn thing needs to stop jumping around. Level up. Let's go ahead and drop a point into sniper rifles. Garrus can finally wear medium armor. Though I don't think we have any. You know what, screw it. I guess I can give you guys some better weapons. Why not? Screw it. Rest of these can be set up to be broken down. Back to our assault rifle. Put into a save. Gavin House City's console. And storage locker. Map. Oh, and game crashed. Okay, go ahead and bring that back up. Don't know why it decided to crash, but it did. So, one moment. Okay, let's try this again, and hopefully without you crashing, game. Because I don't really care to go through that mini game again, we're just gonna go ahead and skip that. And do another save. And check the map again. This way then, I guess. Can't go down, so go up. Just had to double check that slobs did not mute, because I do have it set up. Well, I have my what's it called? Touch portal thing set up to supposed to at least
take him out.
Jesus, automatically mute my microphone when I switch to the BRB. Scene group, whatever. Go up there, Liara. See if you can find the dude.
I fear we do not have the needed gear to destroy this claw. We will have to keep looking.
Regroup!
Not exactly the way I meant to do that, but okay. Confidential. The test samples were due to arrive 3 days ago, but we haven't heard anything from the colony or the cargo vessel. We suspect the samples become volatile and recommended cutting off all further contact with the Nauticrux colony. Even if the colony is discovered, no one should be able to trace the events there back to us. Intriguing. Don't know what you guys were talking about because I was kind of busy.
I think we're good, Shepard.
Finishing off the enemies because, you know, you guys weren't helping. Now you figured that was the perfect time to go and hold a conversation. Geth invasion. According to data retrieved from this console, the Geth are preparing for a major offensive in Citadel space. If this information is accurate, they're amassing a significant force somewhere in the Armstrong Nebula. Well, I suppose that's something we're going to want to check out then. You find a repair ticket attached to the console. The damn door to the shuttle bay is fried again. Works fine if the PSI is 30 or lower and the safety shutoff kicks into the PSI gets above 34, but if the PSI is in the 31 to 34 zone, the door slams down with enough power to shear through a metal I-beam. Somebody fix this before one of my team loses an arm in that thing. I think they lose a little more than an arm. It's 17, 7, 5, no. A little too high. There we go. Some really strong walls these things are made out of.
Well done. Our way out should be clear now. We can go address this Thorian issue.
Keep your guard up. There still might be a few Geth inside the base.
I repeat, Normandy to shore party. Are you reading? Anyone there? Normandy to shore party. Come on, Commander. Talk to me.
Joker?
Is that you, Joker? What's going on over there?
We're in lockdown here, Commander. Something happened to the colonists. They're banging on the hull, trying to claw their way inside the ship. They're freaking out.
Don't panic.
They can't do any real damage. We're on our way back. Just hold your position.
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll just wait right here for you, Commander.
Everyone stay close.
This place will be crawling with Geth in a minute. Keep together and we'll get out of here in one piece.
Private log of Dr. Gamoral. I don't trust this Cerberus group. They may pay us well, but if this gets out before we've developed an antidote, it's just not smart. They won't tell us what they want with the samples. What they want the samples for, or why they wanted them delivered to the Matano system. My records show nothing of interest out there. Well, that's probably one of the reasons why they wanted them delivered there, because they don't show anything of interest. I know, shocker. I just don't care to deal with decrypting right now, so we're just gonna omni-gel the shit out of everything. Did the door open back up or something, or am I missing it? Does that look like there was still an arm there? Oh, Liara, please don't teleport in front of me like that.
There you are. We should get out of here. I don't think this place is safe.
You did lie to me.
You said you didn't know about the Thorian. I don't like being lied to.
I was afraid. I wanted to stop the tests, but they threatened me. Told me I'd be next. When the Geth attacked, I stayed behind to send a message to Colonial Affairs. I tried to tell them where to find the Thorian, but the power cut before I could send the message. I never meant for this to happen.
Well, considering that we know that you have been put on probation, I believe you.
You did what you could. I'll help them, if you can tell me where to find the Thorian.
The Thorian is underneath Zoo's Hope, but the entrance is blocked. The colonists covered it with the freighter just before the Geth attacked.
Smart move.
But why are the Geth after the Thorian? What could Saren want with it?
Well, it does have unique mind control capabilities. That's what Exogeny was interested in.
Normandy to shore party, come in.
Yes?
What is it, Joker?
We're getting a lot of Geth comm chatter. Looks like they're headed your way.
Great.
You heard the man. Let's move out.
I'm coming with you. I might be able to help. Undo the mess I helped create.
Oh, okay. Just walk off. Okay. Mako there, yes. And is it turned around? No, this is the front. Okay. For some reason I thought it was turned around. As if the game. Oh. Okay. There we go. Still alive out there. I thought I killed you. Apparently I must have just missed or something. I guess first stop is dropping Lisbeth off with her mom. Probably Ethan being a dick.
Pharaoh's colony. Please help us.
That's my mom! Stop! Stop the rover!
That was the plan. We were gonna stop. I didn't need you to tell me to stop. So, what's going on down here, guys?
You can't do this, Jong.
Everyone shut up! Let me think.
What's going on?
You won't get away with this.
Get her out of here!
Get away from her, you son of a bitch!
Lisbeth!
Damn it! Come out where I can see you! All of you! Shepard, damn it. I knew it was too much to hope the Geth would kill you. I found some interesting facts about you in the Exogeny database. I know what you did during the Blitz, but your heroics aren't needed here.
Let them go.
Not this time, Zhang. You need to back down and let them go.
You don't understand. It's not that easy. Communications are back up. Exogeny wants this place purged.
This is a human colony, Jong. You can't just repurpose us.
It's not just you. There's something here far more valuable than a few colonists.
Yeah, Species 37.
You're after the one unique thing Pharos has, the Thorian.
The what?
It's a telepathic life form living under Zoo's Hope. It's taking control of the colonists there. Exogeny knew all along.
You won't get away with this, Jong.
So you keep saying, but nobody's gonna miss a few colonists.
I'm ending this now.
I won't let you hurt these people anymore. Drop your weapon, or be prepared to use it.
If that's the way it has to be, heck, come on, come on!
No. They're like, don't even try it.
As if we don't have enough problems. Now we're shooting each other in the back.
It wasn't in the back.
It's my fault. I knew what was going on, and I didn't do anything.
Don't you start. You do good work, and you know it. So what now, Commander?
Well, I need to deal with the Thorian.
I need to find out why the Geth are after the Thorian.
The colonists won't let you near the Thorian. They die first. They're under its control.
You just found out about this thing, and you act as if you've known about it since the beginning, which is just weird. I'm sorry.
What else am I supposed to do?
There's gotta be another way.
I think there is. You could safely use a nerve agent to neutralize the colonists.
Like a gas grenade.
Won't I get caught in it too?
Releasing clouds of nerve gas doesn't seem like a particularly good idea.
It's not like it's weapons grade. The insecticide we use in the grow labs contains trace amounts of tetraclopine, a neuromuscular degenerator. If their nervous systems are already weakened, it may act as a paralyzing agent.
A reduced capacity concussion grenade might suit our needs.
Okay, I'll try it.
Sounds good. I'll do what I can.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Commander.
Equip your grenades with the anti-thorian gas upgrade. This will disable infected colonists without killing them.
Stay out of your way until you clear a path.
Just, you know, don't forget about the hole. I'm probably going to end up blowing... or, well, not blowing, but killing people that I maybe wasn't necessarily intending to as a result of this. Because, you know, that's just how it works.
Good luck.
Please try to avoid hurting the colonists. Use the nerve agent I gave you, if you can.
It would be so much easier if you gave me some way of being able to use it in my guns.
Any luck finding my workstation out in the ruins?
Yep.
I managed to find the data and transfer it to your OSD.
That's very good news indeed. Thank you.
Sure.
It wasn't too difficult.
Well, I appreciate it.
Well, except for the fact that the game crashed afterwards, but that's besides the point.
Thanks again, Commander.
Okay, so I'm supposed to use grenades to neutralize these guys without killing them. Probably gonna have to tell Liara and Garrus to stay back somewhere so that they don't go around shooting the colonists and murdering them all. While I attempt to take care of them in a more peaceful way, I suppose. Okay. Oh, never mind. I was looking at this wrong. I was like, oh, did the entire thing collapse while we were gone? That actually hit us, but didn't really do anything. Oh god damn. Got stuck on a tire and almost frickin' threw us over. Oh my god. Like I said, not a big fan of the Mako. Well, hello there, Husk.
Eat this!
Okay, or we can kill him.
No amount of infection could have altered a human to that extent. I wonder what is going on here.
Careful, leave the colonists.
No hitting the colonists, even if the Thorian makes them fire on us. That's what the gas grenades are for.
As you order, Commander Shepard.
I don't know if that actually works. Oh, shit. Colonist up here shooting at us. I'm actually a little curious.
Incoming!
If it actually telling them not to shoot the colonists actually has them not shoot the colonists. I'm actually kind of curious about that. I mean, they did seem to have stopped shooting, so I'm gonna guess it does.
Get down!
Incoming!
I don't know why the first one didn't knock them both down, but it didn't because reasons.
Fire in the hole!
It is clear that they are protecting the Borealis. We have got to move one of those cargo blocks.
Yes, and I need more grenades, so thank you, Big Game, for giving me those. Take care of the damn zombies.
Incoming!
Okay, that did not take them all down.
The controls for the crane, Commander Shepard. Can you make sense of them?
Incoming! Clear.
Okay, I don't think we killed any of the colonists, which is great. So let's go ahead and take care of the crane controls and do the save first, because clearly the game is somewhat unstable at times. Also, that actually was the last of our grenades, so hopefully we get some more. So you mean to tell me that thing I was walking around in was a...
I tried to fight it, but it gets in your head.
It was the freighter? Really?
The pain. I was supposed to be their leader. These people trusted me.
I don't have any more grenades, dude, so if you could just
It wants
not...
me to stop you, but I won't. I won't!
If I had another grenade, I would have used it on you, but I don't. Also, I wouldn't have been able to anyway, but if I could, and if I did have another grenade, I would have used it. Yeah, so apparently this was a freighter. I did not realize that this was actually a freighter. I just thought it was like a habitation module type thing. But, you know, so be it. Apparently it was a freighter. What's with the music, guys? This was very weird. Okay, leveled up, and actually we got 2 this time. Wonderful. Drop those into sniper rifles because those are my go-to. Well, it's my go-to now. Do another save. God damn it, Liara, why are you not using an assault rifle? Use the assault rifle. It's the best weapon you got, I'm pretty sure. Come on, wakey wakey. Wakey wakey.
Alright, we just need to find this creature and determine what it...
I think we found it.
Disturbing.
That's a plant.
That does not look like any plant I've ever seen. This may be problematic.
About to vomit something up.
Invaders, your every step is a transgression. 1,000 feelers appraise you as meat, good only to dig or decompose. I speak for the old growth as I did for Saren. You are within and before the Thorian. It commands that you be in awe.
I'm here to make a deal.
You gave something to Sarah. Something I need.
Saren sought knowledge of those who are gone. The old growth listened to flesh for the first time in the long cycle. Trades were made. Then cold ones began killing the flesh that would tend the next cycle. Flesh fairly given. The old growth sees the air you push as lies. It will listen no more.
I'm after Saren.
Give me what I need, and I'll strike back at the one who betrayed you.
No more will the Thorian listen to those that scurry. Your lives are short, but have gone on too long. Your blood will feed the You must die!
I don't have grenades game if you expect me to use those.
Perimeter clear.
You don't. Wonderful.
That had the desired effect, I believe. A few more and it will be severely hurt.
Oh shit, that thing's live right there. And another Asari clone, right? Oh, this one it dropped out a little more gently than the other one. Get up, I know you want to get up. God damn it, Liara, why are you not using the fucking assault rifle? God damn it. Speaking of using assault rifles, I'm gonna have to switch weapons. Okay, I'm back to the assault rifle. There's a decryption thing here that I kind of want to get into, if you don't mind, real quickly. Thank you.
To me. Area secured.
I mean, it really isn't, but sure, Garrus, sure. I mean, do you see the amount of these fucking things right here?
All targets eliminated.
Medical station. I'm just gonna omni-gel that. Don't care to go through the minigame right this second. Oh, hello there. Go in there. Take care of him. Go ahead and drop a heal on them because they are kind of beat up.
Commander, that thing has to drop soon.
Guess we go down. And these ones aren't wakey yet. Spoke a little too soon there.
You're good to go.
Get up, get up, get up, get up. Run away, run away, run away. Use the wrong ability. Unity.
It's nothing serious.
Okay, and they're back down again. Unity is still recharging, so I can't get them up just yet. There we go, they got it themselves. Let's try that heal again, guys.
Rally round.
Make sure that they are grouped up on us.
I suppose I should thank you for releasing me.
And you are?
How did you end up inside that thing?
My name is Shiala. I served Matriarch Benezia. When she allied herself with Saren, so did I. Benezia foresaw the influence Saren would have. She joined him to guide him down a gentler path. But Saren is compelling. Benezia lost her way.
Yes, we kind of already dealt with Benezia. He tricked her.
Are you saying Saren can control minds?
Benezia underestimated Saren, as I did. We came to believe in his cause and his goals. The strength of his influence is troubling.
Benezia sought to turn the river and was swept away.
And how is this possible?
Asari matriarchs are among the most intelligent and powerful beings in the galaxy. How could one fall under Saren's control?
Saren has a vessel, an enormous warship unlike anything I've ever seen. He calls it Sovereign. It can dominate the minds of his followers. They become indoctrinated to Saren's will. The process is subtle. It can take days, weeks, but in the end, it is absolute. I was a willing slave when Saren brought me to this world. He needed my biotics to communicate with the Thorian, to learn its secrets. Saren offered me in trade. I was sacrificed to secure an alliance between Saren and the Thorian.
That's horrible.
Saren's pretty quick to betray his own people.
He was quick to betray the Thorian, too. After he had what he wanted, he ordered the Geth to destroy all evidence of its existence. Saren knows you are searching for the conduit. He knows you are following his steps. He attacked the Thorian so you could not gain the cipher.
What does it do?
What's the cipher? And why did Saren need it?
The beacon on Eden Prime gave you visions. But the visions are unclear, confusing. They were meant for a Prothean mind. To truly comprehend them, you must think like a Prothean. You must understand their culture, their history, their very existence. The Thorian was here long before the Protheans built this city. It watched and studied them. When they died, it consumed them. They became a part of it.
So the cipher is knowledge.
So the Thorian taught Saren to think like a Prothean. How?
The cipher is the very essence of being a Prothean. It cannot be described or explained. It would be like describing color to a creature without eyes. To understand, you must have access to endemic ancestral memory, a viewpoint spanning thousands of Prothean generations. I sensed this ancestral memory, the cipher, when I melded with the Thorian. Our identities merged, our minds intertwined. Such knowledge cannot be taught. It simply exists.
Well, there has to be some way.
I need that knowledge to stop Saren.
There is a way. I can transfer the knowledge from my mind to yours, as I did with Saren. Try to relax, Commander. Slow, deep breaths. Let go of your physical shell. Reach out to grasp the threads that bind us, one to another. Every action sends ripples across the galaxy. Every idea must touch another mind to live. Each emotion must mark another's spirit. We are all connected. Every living being united in a single glorious existence.
And time for Vulcan mind
Open
meld.
yourself to the universe, Commander. Embrace eternity. I have given you the cipher, just as it was given to Saren. The ancestral memories of the Protheans are a part of you now.
Are you all right? What just happened?
I'm okay.
I saw something. It still didn't make any sense.
You have been given a great gift. The experience of an entire people. It will take time for your mind to process this information.
We should get you back to the ship where you can be monitored.
I'm sorry if you have suffered, but there was no other way. You needed the cipher. In time, it will help you understand the vision from the beacon.
Okay, tell me what you know about the conduit.
Do you know what the conduit is? Or where it is?
No, I'm sorry. All I know is that Saren believes the conduit was the key to the Prothean extinction.
Then whatever it is, we can't let him have it.
You have the cipher. In time, your visions will clear. They will lead you to the conduit. I only pray you find it before Saren does.
Tell me what you know about the Thorian.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the Thorian?
When the creature enveloped me, I became part of it, but I still don't truly understand it. So alien, so ancient. Its exact age is impossible to know. It measured time differently. 10,000 years of hibernation broken by a few frantic centuries of activity. Its mind was awesome, magnificent. It transcended all classification. And now it is gone.
You almost sound sad.
Don't tell me you feel sorry for that thing.
The Thorian was a unique life form. A sentient being that lived for 50,000 years, maybe more. There is nothing even remotely like it in the known galaxy. I'm grateful you saved me from a life of thraldom. Yet I cannot help but feel some sorrow for the loss of such a rare and remarkable creature.
Tell me what you know about Saren.
What else can you tell me about Saren?
There is little I could tell you that you do not already know. He's powerful, he's charismatic, and he is dangerous. Once I followed him, blind to his true nature. But now I see he's leading the galaxy into an age of darkness and suffering.
Okay, tell me a little bit about yourself.
I want to know more about you.
There is nothing remarkable about me. I was merely one of Matriarch Benezia's disciples. For nearly 2 centuries I followed her, learning at her feet. When Benezia revealed her plan to join Saren, she gave her disciples a choice. Only those who were willing had to follow her. Many felt her plan was too dangerous, but I believed in her. I thought she could turn Saren away from his insanity. Instead, we joined him in it.
Okay. What should I do with you, though?
Now that you're free of the Thorian, what are you planning to do next?
If you allow it, I would like to stay here with the colonists. They have suffered greatly, and I played a role in their suffering. I would like to make amends.
Well, that sounds like a fairly noble idea, does it not?
The colonists will need all the help they can get. They'll be happy to have you on their side.
Thank you, Commander. May fortune smile upon you.
You did it. With the Thorian gone, we can start rebuilding for ourselves again. And we're free of Exogeni's threats. We're back to being just a little nowhere colony. Thank you, Commander.
You saved most of the infected. It'll take time to recover from the physical effects, but they'll be all right. Thank you.
I mean, I could be wrong, but I think I saved all of them.
It'll be tough going, but we'll make this a home.
I hope Exogeni learned their lesson.
It's nice to finally get the support we deserve.
We'll start over. What else can we do?
They wouldn't have learned their lesson.
That data will be very valuable once I get out of here. Hopefully everyone leaves us alone for a while.
I hope Exogeni learned from this.
Nope, just like I told the other guy.
Exogeni better fund us like they agreed to in the first place.
I hope everyone just leaves us in peace now.
We'll make it. It'll be rough, but we'll make it.
Good, good, good. Hey, Lidra.
I never thought I would be so thrilled to see a soldier. Forgive my previous inaction, but under the Thorian's influence, every thought was examined and filtered.
Okay, what are your plans now?
What will you do now that the fighting is over?
I may stay, try to recover my losses. I can have new supplies delivered within weeks. Perhaps the colony will survive after all.
What do you have for sale?
Let me see what you have in stock.
Presumably you have nothing new.
Return in the future, and I may even have more to see.
But, you know, why not check it out? Maybe you'll surprise me. Nope. Hey, David.
Thank you for everything you did.
The only thing I can say for that plant is it made me forget how hungry I am.
Pharos will be back in shape in no time, Commander. We'll make sure of it.
You were at the Skillian Blitz, right? Never thought someone like you would help us.
Thanks, Commander. It's great to be free again.
I have my own thoughts again. Thank you, Commander.
Okay, this console is locked again because reasons. So I guess double dip on XP, the little bit that they gave. Why not? Oh, Garrus finally maxes out his sniper skill. Or, well, sniper rifle skill.
Free. I can't believe I'm free.
I'm free. Thank you for giving me my mind back.
Thank you for everything you tried to do here.
Tried? I'm pretty sure I was fairly successful. Oh, we didn't run into, what's his face? The dude who was, oh, well, no, never mind. He died. Where's Davin's wife? Those are just generic colonists. Oh, is she back here? She is.
Finally, that damn thing is out of my head. I can think without pain. And with the power cells you brought, I can get this place up and running again. Thanks, Commander.
It will take time for things to get back to normal around here.
Thank you for freeing us.
Okay, well, like I said, I got everybody. I personally never gunned down any of the colonists, so I do find it a little sad that they don't specifically say, "You saved all the colonists." But, oh well. Let's head back to our ship. I guess. Did I make a turn I didn't need to take or something? Okay, well, they potentially scratched the paint a little bit on the door. And maybe shot at it a little bit. I don't know exactly how they plan to get in.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
Commander, you look pale. Are you suffering any ill effects from the cipher?
I was just brain probed. It's not the first time. I feel strange.
The cipher shook me up a bit.
I might be able to help you. I am an expert on the Protheans. If I join my consciousness to yours, maybe we can make some sense of it.
Be careful with saying that. You know, it might make Ashley jealous.
Do it. Hurry. We don't have much time.
Relax, Commander. Embrace eternity. That was incredible. All this time, all my research, yet I never dreamed. I am sorry. The images were so vivid. I never imagined the experience would be so intense. You are remarkably strong-willed, Commander. What you have been through, what you have seen, would have destroyed a lesser mind.
Come on, get to the point. What did you see?
The beacon on Eden Prime must have been badly damaged. Large parts of the vision are missing. The data transferred into the Commander's mind is incomplete.
So, nothing useful?
You sure you didn't come across any kind of clue or hint? Something we might have missed?
Everything I saw you already know. You were right about the Reapers. The Protheans were destroyed by a race of sentient machines. I think it is obvious there is a connection between the Reapers, the Prothean extinction, and the Conduit, but I did not see anything that would help us find it.
Now what?
What's our next move?
I was able to interpret the data relayed through your vision, what was there at least, but something was missing. Saren must have the missing information. Maybe he found another beacon. If we can find the missing data from your vision, I can... Oh, I am sorry. The joining is exhausting. I should go to the medical bay and lie down for a moment.
You okay?
Dr. Chakwas should take a look at you.
That will not be necessary. I just need some rest. Somewhere quiet.
Are you okay?
Dr. Chakwas should take a look at you.
That will not be necessary. I just need some rest.
It didn't tire me out.
Are you sure it was the joining? I feel fine.
Your role in our communion is passive. I am the one who must submerge myself in your mind, drown myself in your thoughts. It is more difficult than it looks. The human subconscious instinctively resists the joining, Commander. A strong personality like yours makes it even harder.
Go ahead.
We're done here. Dismissed.
I've sent off the Pharos report, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Might as well.
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Commander, ExoGenny should have told us about the Thorian. It would have made your job much easier.
You might have been able to capture it for study instead of destroying it.
Yeah. Don't be stupid.
The only reason to study a creature like that is to figure out how to kill it.
Yes, kill it. That's how you humans usually deal with things you don't understand.
Oh, I understood it all right.
The Thorian wasn't complicated. It enslaved and killed innocent civilians.
Perhaps it's for the best then. At least the colony was saved.
Of course it was saved. Shepard would go to any lengths to help a human colony.
Ah, well. Spartus. I help everyone.
Being human had nothing to do with it. They were in trouble.
Admirable. But sometimes Spectres have to make sacrifices. I hope you're willing to do that when the time comes.
Goodbye, Commander. We will be waiting for your next report.
Foreshadowing.
Miss Williams, Commander, we need to talk. If we do not resolve this situation now, I am afraid things might become awkward.
Oh, awkward, huh?
I hope we can keep this civilized. I do not want things to become unpleasant.
Because it's been so pleasant between us lately. Look, somebody in this room needs to make a choice. It ain't me, and it ain't you.
You know what we need to do? We need to get a fourth person. Because, you know, the full saying is 2's a couple, 3's a crowd, 4's a party. So, we need to get a fourth person.
I should have seen this coming.
I am afraid it was inevitable. I may not know much about human relationships, but I understand the concept of jealousy.
Jealous? Of you? You're not even our species.
Perhaps that is why you feel threatened. I am a rival unlike any you have faced before. Hostility is a common reaction to the unfamiliar.
Doctor, you keep smartassing me, I'll show you what my hostile reaction is like.
Ooh. Yeah, as I was saying, we need to go ahead and get ourselves a fourth person involved in this little shindig we got going on here. I think that'll sort out our issues. I don't know, we can, I don't know, get another female or invite Joker along, or I don't know, somebody. Just need to get a fourth person. Everything will work fine. It'll all work out in the end. Okay, everybody calm down.
Both of you, settle down. We can handle this like mature adults.
This is stupid. We're not married, Shepard. You want to get involved with some alien? Go ahead. It's none of my business.
Can't I have you both?
Why do I have to make a choice? Maybe the three of us could,
In your dreams, Commander. I hope you two, or however many you end up with, will be happy together. If you don't mind, I need to clean my gear.
I feel bad for her, Shepard. I hope she'll be okay.
I'll check on her later.
I'll go talk with her in a while. Give her a chance to cool down.
I suppose you're right. I'm sorry you were put in this position, but I'm glad you chose me. I don't believe we should continue this discussion here in the comm room, Shepard. You know where to find me if you want to have a more private conversation.
Technically, Liara, I didn't choose you. Ashley chose to walk away when I said, "Can't I have you both?" That was entirely her decision. I did not explicitly say, yeah, I'm going to go with Liara. Because I didn't. I literally never said that. Nowhere in any of that dialogue did we indicate which one we were choosing. We just sort of tried to see if it was possible to make it work with more.
Hey, Commander, next time we touch down, let's try not to park the ship in a colony of mutant zombies. Just thinking out loud here.
You act like I have any choice in that, Joker.
I have to go.
All right, see you.
Also, I don't think they were mutants. Technically speaking. Okay, well, let's, I guess, head down. Check with Caden, see what he has to say. Not that he has much to say, because he hasn't come with us on a mission, but hey, might as well ask him his opinion. You know, I think I know who our fourth person can be.
Commander?
Tali. That's what you need to do. Shepard, Ashley, Liara, and Tali. I think that's the best way to do it.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I'm glad there aren't many aliens like the Thorian. I don't think my stomach could take it. One of my cousins has an agribusiness. I was thinking of calling him. Maybe he can get some shipments into Pharos. I mean, now that they're cut off from the company.
Oh. Be my guest. I'm not going to stop you.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
We will talk to Liara after we come back up. Let's go ahead and talk to Garrus and Rex and Tali and then Ashley, and then we'll head back upstairs to Liara. So, Garrus, how you doing, buddy?
Commander, what can I do for you?
What's the matter?
Something bothering you?
It's Saren. I'm starting to wonder whether we'll ever find him. He's always one step ahead of us, and he's got those damn Geth.
You think he'll get away?
We're getting close, Garrus. We'll find him.
I wish I had your confidence. I just can't stand the thought of him getting away with everything he's done. I know you're doing everything you can, and if anyone can catch him, it's you, but if there's anything else I can do to help, anything, just tell me what you want me to do, and I'll do it.
Are you worried?
I understand your concern, but we'll find him. Just make sure you're ready to go when we do.
Yes, sir. I'll be ready. Can I ask you something, Commander?
Of course.
What is it?
Are you worried that the Council might be protecting Saren? I mean, they were really dragging their heels before. What if we find him, bring him back to the Citadel, and they refuse to act?
It's possible.
You seem to have some thoughts on this. Speak your mind, Garrus.
Well, maybe we shouldn't give them the chance, Commander. In my opinion, Saren's too dangerous to be kept alive. Too much could happen. He could escape, or the Council might let him go. If we find him, when we find him, I say we make sure we stop him permanently.
We'll see.
It'll depend on the situation. I'm not committing to anything until I've got him in my sights.
Fair enough. Either way, I'm right behind you, Commander.
Yo, Rex, what's going on?
What do you want, Shepard?
Personal inquiry.
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Oh, okay.
Such
I think
as...
we've already,
I don't really
Suit
care.
yourself.
We've already done that before, so we're just going to go ahead and skip back out. Tali, you might have heard about a little something-something that's going on.
Hey, Shepard. You need something?
No, you got nothing to say, apparently, so...
See you later.
Something I can do for you, Commander.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Now, I might be wrong about this, but I believe the way they had this set up is that if you don't romance Ashley or Caden in Mass Effect 1, you cannot romance them in Mass Effect 3. I think with the possible exception of same sex, I think. I could certainly be wrong about that.
Commander?
Can we talk?
Do you have a few minutes to talk one-on-one?
I should get back to my duty, Skipper. Rifles don't maintain themselves. Not yet, anyway.
How are we doing?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Gotta admire those colonials. That's about the worst place for a colony I've ever seen. Given the option, I'd get the hell out of Dodge.
How are we doing?
What's your opinion on the last
admire. Given the option,
Do you have a few minutes
I
to
should
talk?
get back to my duty, Skipper.
Okay,
Sir.
she really doesn't want to talk.
Looking for supplies?
Sure.
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Not that I think you actually really have anything worth taking a look at, for the most part. Okay, let's head back upstairs, go to Liara. I don't believe this goes to Wow Chicka Wow Wow. I believe this just goes to talking for now.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
Well, of course.
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
Well, she probably made sure to study up on Asari physiology once you joined the crew, if she didn't already know about it all.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
Yeah, let's talk.
I like talking with you, Liara, no matter what the subject.
You have been very understanding with me, Shepard. Very patient. I appreciate that. I know there are some strange beliefs about my people. I am familiar with the legend of Asari promiscuity, but those rumors have little basis in fact. When one of my people joins with an individual from another species, it is a very deep and spiritual exchange. We do not enter lightly into a union.
A spiritual exchange?
You make it sound almost mystical.
A true union goes far beyond an ordinary melding. It is a connection that transcends the physical universe. Two become one. Thoughts and senses merge, identities intertwine. Memories and emotions weave themselves together, becoming entangled in a single, rapturous whole. It is unlike any other experience. In some cases, it can be a truly life-changing event.
I'm intrigued.
It sounds amazing. Are you saying...
No. Oh, no. I am not very good at this, am I? I'm sorry, Shepard. I am trying to explain why I have been so reserved. The Union is more than just sex. It is the lifeblood of my species, the way we Asari evolve and grow as a society. That is why I have never... that is why we must choose our partners with great care.
No rush.
I want you to be absolutely sure about this, Liara.
I am only 106, barely an adult by Asari standards, and I spend most of my time absorbed in my research. I never really thought about it. Not until I met you. You are very special to me, Shepard. But with all that's happened, Saren, the Geth, the Reapers, I do not know if we are ready for this.
I understand.
These are dark times, Liara. Maybe once all this is over...
I'm glad you understand, Shepard. There is too much at stake. We need to put aside our personal feelings and focus on stopping Saren. I wish it did not have to be that way. But we all have to make sacrifices. Let's talk about something else.
I had nothing else to talk about.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Chakwas.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
I should go.
You got
Goodbye,
nothing to say.
Commander.
I just, always got to talk to you, because, hey, maybe you got something to say. But you don't. You don't. Of course you don't. Why would you? If I recall correctly, I think it's Mass Effect 2, you can hook up with Chakwas once. At least, I could have sworn that was a thing, but maybe I'm misremembering. Set to the Hercules cluster here. Oh. Okay, never mind. Like, I'm pretty sure one of these games you can hook up with Chakwas. I just don't recall which one it is. I think it's Mass Effect 2. No?
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Normandy, this is Alliance Command. We're detecting your presence in the Attican Beta Cluster. One of our surveillance drones was gathering intel on Geth activities in the region when it was spotted and shot down. You need to go groundside and recover the drone's data module before the Geth find it.
Okay, we'll get right on that. League of One Battalion. Okay, that's the planet that has it. Heavy metal. What? Heavy metal? Just... Oh, gold. Okay. This is presumably... Let's... we got about 40 minutes. Let's go ahead and take care of this quickly. Elatania appears to be a world eminently suited for colonization. Sadly, appearances are deceiving. It is covered by a verdant carpet of mosses, algae, and lichen. It possesses a thick, oxygenated atmosphere, but the animal kingdom is a web of microscopic symbiotic creatures. These are impossible to filter from the air and necessary for the native life to thrive. Unfortunately, they also cause anaphylactic shock when inhaled by non-native life. In short, settlement requires either fully sealed environment suits or replacement of the entire world's ecosystem. Some have proposed limited colonization at altitudes above the symbiote's range, or in areas where favorable winds keep the air clear. It is a very nice looking planet, though, I will say that. Debris, anomaly, down recon probe. This stream might go a little bit longer than usual, just so that we can take care of this since we're here. Allow us to finish off this cluster. Oh, shit. This is very bumpy terrain, like, holy crap. Admittedly, it shouldn't be a surprise. For whatever reason, planets in Mass Effect are all very mountainous, which is just weird, because that's not actually how planets work. Okay, we have found a Prothean ruin. Oh, I need to examine it now. Examining the strange Prothean artifact reveals a small, irregular slot on the underside. Remembering the strange trinket you received from the Asari consort on the Citadel, you pull it out and place it into the slot. The ball explodes in a brilliant flash of white light, momentarily blinding and disorienting you. Slowly, your senses return as you wake from a deep sleep. You are alone in the forest, though you are not far from the cave you share with the others of your tribe. There is a pain and a small lump in the back of your skull, as if a chip of flint has been forced under the surface of the skin. Leaning on your bone-tipped spear for support, you raise to your feet. A sound draws your attention upwards, where a strange creature hovers high above you. It is unlike the birds you hunt by the lake's edge. It has no head and no wings, yet somehow it flies. It is a beast of shining silver, hanging motionless in the sky like a cloud. You sense it is watching you, studying you. Raising a hairy fist, you shake your spear at it in anger, and the creature rises up quickly until it disappears from view. With a satisfied grunt, you make your way back to your caves and the rest of the tribe. You fall into the familiar patterns of life, the hunt for food, the struggle to claim and keep a mate, the battles against other tribes that would claim your territory. Days roll into nights and back into days. Each time you rise from sleep, there is the sensation that you are not alone, that some other is with you, sharing all you see, hear, and feel. At these times, your hand goes to the strange lump at the back of your skull, and you remember the silver creature in the sky. The air grows colder, winter falls. You must range farther for food, clutching the furs tight against you to ward off the chill. It is on one of these long hunts that the strange bird returns. You hear it before you see it. Its call a deafening roar as it descends from above, swooping down on you. A single great eye opens on the underbelly. A glowing red orb. You try to run, but a finger of red light extends from the eye and engulfs you. It all goes black again. You wake an instant later to find yourself on Elatania, lying on your back, the Prothean artifact looming above you undamaged and your companions standing over you. They help you to your feet, puzzled. There was a flash of light and you just sort of toppled over, one explains. Are you okay, Shepard? The other asks. You don't answer right away, wondering at the implications of what you have seen. The memories of a Cro-Magnon hunter captured by an implanted Prothean data recorder. How long did they study the primitive humans, observing them and analyzing the results at their base on Mars? And what, if anything, did they learn from us? I'm fine, you finally reply, realizing this is a mystery you will probably never solve. Forget about it. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Okay, now to try and climb up over this hill. Now, I can't quite tell if it's, not smooth in the oh, shit. If it's not quite smooth in the stream or what the deal is. It might just also be because I've noticed that my browser, particularly when gaming and whatnot, tends to be very slow at showing stuff, so I'm gonna assume it's actually perfectly fine. Oh my god. You know, this was actually probably not the best spot to go down in. But I didn't have a whole lot of control. I kind of was forced down this. So let's try. No. Don't go back down. I do not want to go back down. There we go. Now let's go around the giant hole in the ground. I don't think I ever came to this planet when I played this back in the day, because I don't recall reading that. The little Prothean ruins thing. That was actually new to me. Okay, now let's head to the downed recon probe. And then we'll end this stream once we get back into the Normandy. Is it up on that little hill there, or is it on the other side? I assume it's on the other side here. Oh, it looks like it might actually be up top. And actually there's some minerals over here, so let's go and check those out if they're not too much of a hassle to get to. Gold deposit. Yeah, it looks like it's actually on the hill. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I'm just blind.
This is the surveillance drone, but where's the data module?
A monkey-like creature seems to have made off with the data module.
Oh, this will be fun.
Okay, gotta go and blow up some monkey colonies, apparently.
Guess the little beast had it coming.
This is why you humans have such a violent reputation.
I'm sorry. Liara, what did you expect me to do? These things might be hostile. Doesn't look to be here. No, it's random alien life. Well, I could get outside the Mako and just kind of hope that they don't try to freaking kill me. It's much safer to stay in the Mako. And unless one of them just so happens to be modeled with the... like, they have a unique model indicating that they're holding the disc, I'm not going to... I mean, I don't. We're gonna assume that Garrus or Liara would, like, deliberately say, hey, that one has it, if we kill the one that has it, but the fact that we haven't, that said, means I'm gonna assume that we have. Oh god, it's on the side of this frickin' hill or mountain. Should be able to get up right here. Oh shit. Almost flipped over for the 20th time today, it feels like. It's not actually where I was trying to go. Just sort of lost control with how terrible the controls are that make... God, no. Thank you, Mako. Thank you. Is it up top or is it down below? Please be down below because I'm gonna... If it's up top, it's gonna be a real pain in the ass to get to. I think I just saw it. Why is there a beacon looking thing here? Are you guys hostile?
Just lead the way.
Oh, we can't actually go in here. Okay, I guess we're going into the mine. Out of the way, Garrus. What evil things are in here that's gonna try and... Oh god, more monkeys. Okay, I'm gonna assume that the monkey that has it is gonna be in the mine here. And that, finding it and trying to take it off him is going to piss off all the monkeys. Just gonna go ahead and call it now. It's also probably a very special monkey that's in a particular room. To be honest, that monkey is definitely special. Okay.
He dropped the data module.
It is a miracle the data module is still intact. Your pilot should be able to relay this info to your superiors.
Okay, well, it's a good thing it didn't apparently piss these guys off, so... Oh shit, yes it did. Or is it the Geth? Oh, it's the Geth, never mind. Ow, god damn. Shot in the back. Okay, well, we can hop right into... So we destroyed 2 monkey colonies, but you know, it's all good. Oh, and this guy is underneath the vehicle. Did that kill it? I think that killed it. Okay. Well, we got what we wanted, so let's go ahead and return to the Normandy. I assume I need to go to open the galaxy map, or do I have to go and actually talk to Joker about it? So, I guess I might have to actually talk to Joker about it. Let's go do that real quick. See if that is in fact correct. Of course, I could just read the journal.
Commander, something you need?
I have to go.
All right.
Okay, let's check the journal. Oh no, I just already got the XP for it. Never mind then. That works too, I guess. Okay, so that is going to be it for this stream. Let's go to where I normally go to save. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this stream. Next time we will be... So I want to go ahead and continue the main... So, it should be noted, if you do just the main quest, I believe going to Vermeer basically is over the halfway mark. Or do I want to go ahead and do more side quests? And apparently Conrad Werner might have something for me to do again. And game crashed. Well, it's a good thing we just made a save, so we're just going to go ahead and exit out. Like I said, good thing that we just made a save, because yeah, game seems to be acting just a tad bit unstable for some reason. I don't know why. Tonight it 2 crashes in one night. Yeah. Luckily they weren't with long gaps between saves. It's just I'm gonna have to save often still going forward, just to make sure it doesn't pose an issue going forward. But yeah, like I said, that's gonna be it for this stream. I will see you all next time. I normally do these streams Saturdays, starting at 9 p.m. Eastern time. I might do them a little bit more often when I have openings in my schedule for recordings and whatnot. But yeah, so I will see you all next time. Till then, goodbye and farewell.